Curious about how Tesla is holding its own in China's electric vehicle arena? Will Tesla win in the tough competition? Let's explore the exciting world of new ideas, rules, and market changes. You know, it's quite a scene in China's EV market these days. It's not just the biggest, but also the quickest to expand worldwide. And a fierce price battle has broken out recently, with none other than Tesla leading the charge. The whole drama started when Tesla made a bold move to cut down its prices, aiming to make their cars a more budget-friendly option for the general public. This action forced other electric vehicle companies like XPeng and many local ones to be alert. They're also trying to attract the same large group of customers. Chinese EV and battery giant BYD is a major player in the mass market. But here comes Tesla, decreasing its prices and stepping into the segment, bringing up quite a challenge. It's not just them, even the premium EV makers like NIO and Li Auto are thinking of joining the party. They're looking at launching more wallet-friendly models to boost their sales and fast-track their way to making profits. It's all heating up. So, is the price war happening in China's electric vehicle market? Yes, but it's not just limited to China. It's likely to overflow into Europe and other parts of Asia as China starts exporting its surplus supply. This could change things. Some electric vehicle companies might earn less profit, while others might have to accept more losses to keep selling their cars. Wall Street is watching closely, and they're predicting a real survival of the fittest situation. They believe only a handful of strong Chinese EV brands will survive, and the less robust ones might just fade into the background. So here's the deal. Tesla stock did really well in 2023, but it's been slowing down a bit because the initial rush from the global price cuts is fading. But on the other side, stocks of BYD and Li Auto have gone up a little this year, but they're not as high as they were in early February. On the other hand, stocks of NIO and XPeng have dropped in 2023, and they're pretty close to their lowest ever levels. It's quite a mix. Tesla, which is the only non-Chinese electric car company that has really made a mark so far, might find it tough in China. Why? Because there are so many new brands and models coming into the market. It's also a big moment for other foreign car makers like General Motors, Ford, Toyota, and Volkswagen. Their electric cars haven't really been a hit with China's mostly young buyers of electric vehicles. But these companies are just starting their big push in China. In fact, by 2025, GM is planning to launch more than 15 electric car models in China, which is amazing. Is there a price war going on in China? Tesla started a bit of a price war earlier this year. They dropped the prices of their Model 3 and Model Y in China by up to 13.5%. That was on top of some cuts they made last October. Not even 2 weeks later, XPeng hit back with their price cuts, slashing 10 to 13% off their EVs. NIO also decreased their prices in February, and BYD couldn't resist joining in. They cut prices twice, once in late February and then again in early March. It's like a big sale happening out there. You know, the electric car scene in China is super intense right now. Tesla's been slashing prices, and it's like everyone else is rushing to do the same. It's tough out there, but hey, China's playing it smart. They're keeping the game fair, pushing companies to be more creative and wallet-friendly. What's the most surprising insight recently Leland Miller has shared about the Chinese economy recently? Leland Miller is the CEO of China Beige Book, a company that provides insights about the Chinese economy. He recently appeared on a show called Squawk Box to discuss several topics related to China. He started by talking about how Elon Musk, the head of Tesla, unexpectedly went to China. It was all about discussing the launch of their full self-driving software and getting the green light to transfer data overseas. This was a big deal because Musk hadn't set foot in China for over 3 years. While he was there, he chatted with a bunch of Chinese officials, including the foreign minister and the industry minister. They spent a lot of time talking about the future of electric vehicles. Miller had some interesting things to say about China's electric vehicle market. You know that China is the world's largest EV market. In 2023, almost 60% of all new electric cars were registered in China. That's huge, and it doesn't stop there. China is also the world's top EV producer. In 2021, they produced an amazing 3.5 million units, which was a 1.6 times increase from the previous year. The revenues from the EV market hit around $102.2 billion that year, the highest in the Asia-Pacific region. But it's not all smooth sailing. Despite the growth, the EV market in China has its challenges. The main one is the high cost of EVs, which puts them out of reach for the average consumer. Miller also talked about the economic problems China is facing. The Chinese company is slowing down, and there are several reasons for this. One major reason is their strict approach to handling COVID during that period. It led to COVID outbreaks in several cities, including big manufacturing centers like Shenzhen and Tianjin. This has really put a stop on business activities across various industries. And then there's the whole chaos in China's real estate market. Evergrande, a real estate developer who's up to its neck in debt, is having a tough time. On top of that, China's dealing with trade tensions with big economies like the US, which isn't doing their growth any favors. And let's not forget about the Chinese currency, the yuan. It's falling in value compared to the US dollar, which is confusing the money markets. After the US, China is Tesla's biggest market. They're selling like hotcakes over there, with 120,000 units sold in a year. Tesla's footprint in China is pretty significant, and it's really shaping the country's EV industry. You know, Tesla's triumph in China is embodied by its Gigafactory in Shanghai. This factory has been a game changer for local EV supply chains. Plus, Tesla has been super generous, sharing its patents and giving the industry a major boost, thanks to Tesla's stronghold on the EV market. China's auto industry has managed to keep growing even during the pandemic. And it's not just about cars. This success is helping China in its mission to be a global leader in tackling climate change. It's a win-win situation. But let's not forget that Tesla's business in China hasn't been exactly smooth. They're up against some stiff competition, both from homegrown brands and international ones. With China's support and Tesla's innovative tech, the future of electric cars is sure to be full of surprises. What's coming up for Tesla in this exciting field? Comment your thoughts on this, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.